Look maxing, mogging, predators. What do they have in common? This guy. Did you feel that? Did you feel that right there? You just got mogged by a child predator. Ladies and gentlemen, today we're talking about 19-year-old Hullo. He's a TikTok influencer with over 300,000 followers, and he just got charged with 15 counts of possessing CP. And you're probably thinking to yourself, baked. Wow, story stops there, right? Get him off the street. Nah, people are defending him. And today we are going to be going over those losers defending him, how he got caught, how his girlfriend came across all these messages, and basically shitting on the looks maxing community. Now, somebody that wears a ski mask probably shouldn't be talking about the looks maxing community, but as somebody who lifts a little here and there, someone who's buff as shit, you guys are blessed not to see my face, because you would get mogged. We are going to go over everything and see if I can piss off the community. Let's go.
Mason, no more child porn, right? Last time? Mm-hmm. Okay. Never gonna do that again.
No, sir.
We learned our lesson?
Mm-hmm.
My man.
Yeah, man. Thanks for taking accountability.
And we did download those videos, right?
Mm-hmm.
We did download those videos, but we deleted them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fine. And you admitted everything to the police?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And all the allegations were true, right?
Not all, but some, yes.
Okay, well, the child porn stuff was true, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I respect the hell out of that man. Y'all, genuinely, he took responsibility for it. He wants a life after this. He's gonna do better, right?
Yes, sir.
He gave his life to Christ. He admitted to it. Y'all. Oh. Had this little reverse card. Because I had put in the Discord that you were innocent, but you weren't.
Well, Baked, you just threw me in the deep end. We don't even know how we got in the water. Well, this is how it all went down. His girlfriend ended up looking through his phone early in the morning one day because he sleeps till 2 a.m. like a troglodyte. No offense to troglodytes. But while sleeping, she goes through his phone and ends up seeing all this CP on his phone. She thought he was cheating on her with another girl. Turns out he was going to cheat on her with an infant. Now, after finding all this out, Gideon ends up trying to do his own thing and figure out if all of this could be as true as possible. Gideon goes to the house and does what Gideon does best. Convinces them that they're all on the same page. We don't want to get you in trouble. We just want to make sure we get that shit off your phone. He ends up being a dumbass and fell for it.
I wasn't watched because he told me the ending of it, so it means he watched it. But what made you watch a video of a 12-year-old naked showing herself off?
I mean, realistically, it was just like I was seeing this, and I was seeing this, and I was like, what's this? What's this? I guess like I said, my mind just, I guess, got curious and just wanted to see everything. And
what was interesting? And I'm not judging, obviously.
Not like interest, but it's like you guys were saying, you click on the gore video, and it's like, you watch it, and you're like, oh, the fuck would I watch that shit?
Right.
But did that interest, did you see yourself, because obviously it's got nipped in the bud now, but did you see yourself where that interest was, damn, that was crazy, and then you saw another one and you were like, okay, let me see that one. Did the interest start moving like that you saw?
A little bit of this, a little bit of that,
I guess.
So this video is going to be needing a lot of context, and thank God Gideon did what he did by covering all this, because in the video we're about to play, he ends up interviewing the girl, and it's pretty insane. So I'm going to show you guys Gideon's interview with Hullo's ex-girlfriend, the girl that caught all this on his phone. It's pretty crazy. And then after that, we're going to get into the defenders that are defending this predator. It's absolutely insane. Just a bunch of weirdos.
Everybody wants to know, you know, this is a crazy situation, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if anything like this has ever happened in the looks maxing community before.
Probably.
Definitely not on this scale.
Probably.
But if you can, introduce yourself to my audience and just walk them through from like the beginning, like, you know,
for sure.
how you met him, how you got suspicious, and we'll just take our baby steps and walk it all the way through.
Yeah. Okay, I can just give you my story. If you have any like questions, just let me know.
Yes.
Okay, my name is Liv. but I'm Via on TikTok. My full name is Livia. And basically me and him met online. He DM'd me through TikTok and we started to get to know each other. Then he came down to Washington, lived with each other for about 5 months. Then we flew to Florida, lived here for about 3, I guess. Everything had been, I mean, not great, but like, you know, not child content bad. But basically he was sleeping. I went through his phone, didn't find anything, and I was like, that's not right. Like, he's cheated on all his girlfriends. So I dig pretty deeper, and I look through Telegram and stuff, and I find an account, a couple of them, with inappropriate profile pictures. So immediately I click on it, and I find the prices, the packages he can buy. I find the links, I find the payments. I go to his PayPal. I connected the payments to the names in the chats. Screenshotted basically what I could. I didn't get too much of it because at the time I was kind of just really shocked and didn't know what to do. I can't even tell you how loud my heart was. I could literally hear it in my ears, bro. Like, I was shaking so bad, but I was in such shock, but I knew that I had to record it because I was like, like what? Like, if you find that in anybody's phone. But yeah, I recorded everything I could get, like the messages, the bank statement.
And the way you got on his phone, this was at night and he was sleeping, right?
No, this was in the morning, like 7 in the morning.
It was early in the morning. Okay, so it's early in the morning.
Early in the morning.
Do you wake him up first and confront him about it, or like what?
No, because I couldn't. Because I knew I had to leave. If I confronted him, he wouldn't have let me left the house.
So you get your stuff, you leave. Now, when do the police make contact with him?
The same night. So basically, after I had gotten my stuff, we went back to my friend's house. I dropped it all off. We went to go get food because we were all hungry. None of us had eaten. And the sheriffs pull up and we talked to them for about 2 hours where we were at. And then later that night, I go back with them to the sheriff's office. I go to the interview room. I tell them everything, like from the story from the beginning. I tell them everything, show them everything I have. And then we try to get him to do a call in the room, like the soundproof rooms, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It didn't work because he knew, I think he already knew that what I was doing.
So they tried to get you to call him in the interview room to get a confession out of him, but he wouldn't talk?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so the reason I went public with it, and I've seen a lot of kind of like controversy on it saying I want views and everything, but you guys have to understand that he lived with me and my siblings for 5 months. His audience is mostly younger boys. Like, even my little 10-year-old brother looked up to him so much. That's why I went public with it. Because people like him cannot be around children. They can't have that type of audience if they're not trustworthy. And I think it's important that people that do that kind of thing, it should be known. It absolutely should be known.
Oh, she want clout. She exposed predator that likes the same thing I like, which is looking good and looking at other dudes that look good. We both like looking at dudes that look good. So why she exposed predator? Literally Neanderthal behavior. Absolute Neanderthal behavior. How does your brain go, that guy's a predator, but she just wants clout? It's like, oh yeah, the clout from a bunch of weirdos that jerk off to their friend's jawline. Yeah, the clout from that's gonna be insane because the looks maxing community, you definitely want them on your side. Jesus Christ. But anyway, we're gonna go over one more Gideon video. I hate going to Gideon's thing and just taking his content, but there is context to this. Basically, what you're about to see is the screen recording she took off Hullo's phone of him talking to the CP seller. And it's fucking weird.
This is just one of the Telegram messages that he was talking to. Just one. So, as you guys can see first, he messaged first. He said, hi. This is what the trader said. CP, teens, and all group links available. Which package are you interested and what's your budget? He said CP, $25 max.
$25 max. This guy is trying to haggle prices to buy CP. What world do we live in? And people are defending him. You guys are about to see the goofiest goofballs that ever goofed around since the Goofy Goober Club. Big goof. Big boot goofing. Big new boot goofing.
Yo, Jayoma. I know you're good friends with Gideon, but I think you should help out Hullo. This is a pretty iffy case. Let's see if you could solve it.
It's a pretty iffy case, Jayoma. Can you take the case and figure it out for us? Oh, he already admitted to everything? But that doesn't matter because he look maxes like I do. Actual fucking morons, dude. And before we keep getting into these weirdos, I want to show you the type of guy that this guy is. The amount of cringe that comes from these people actually hurts my soul. I'm not even kidding you. I think a large part of the looks maxing community is extremely autistic, and there's just no way around it. I don't mean it as a joke. I think they are far beyond the spectrum. These people genuinely are making the jocks that are in the old movies and shows look like the biggest fucking nerds, dude. Like, these guys, by definition, are dorks. No longer will we live in a time where they do casting calls for the nerd and it's a guy with glasses and red hair. Now they're just gonna be like, hey, do you look Max? Yeah, we need you to play the biggest dork in the world, dude. But anyway, back to the PRED defenders. The video we're about to watch is one of the biggest PRED defenders. This guy dies on the hill that a guy with that jawline, aka Hullo, couldn't possibly touch children.
Why not?
Well, to answer that question, brother.
Give a reason why
you're
you're
acting like I'm really stupid. I mean, you can keep on being emotional. You're very emotional.
Hypothetically, give the allegations. Listen to the question.
Cortisol, brother.
My cortisol's fine. Hypothetically,
I can tell it's not.
Listen. Hypothetically, in Minecraft, if the allegations were true, which we don't know if they are, should he go to jail?
Why am I the chillest person on here? And I'm being hit with all the hate. I'm the most chill person on here.
I can tell you.
It's not a chill thing to say that somebody who's viewing and buying
that's not what I'm saying. All I'm trying to say is no one is irredeemable, brother. That's
okay, here, you know what? For everybody in here that are thinking, oh, what are all the facts? These are the facts of the case. The fact is, Mason admitted.
You can't state what the facts are. Are you the attorney?
I can't state what the facts are. Mason admitted that he bought child pornography. He admitted that he did it for his own sexual pleasure. He admitted, and there's screenshots and proof that he used his PayPal to pay for said child pornography. The reason why I can say that is because not only did I personally talk to him myself, I was in the room with him. I recorded it. I talked to him. He looked me dead in my eyes. He admitted everything. Not only did he admit it to me, but after being Mirandized, he admitted everything to the cops as well. So you know what? If you don't want to take my words for it, after being Mirandized, he admitted it to the cops. He waived his right to get a lawyer.
Be careful there. He admitted what he admitted to the cops, but you don't necessarily know what he admitted to the cops. What he admitted to you, that's fine. You can say that.
Okay, can I read the affidavit, what he admitted to the cops?
You don't need to read it again. What's the whole point of this? The whole point of this is to make him look bad.
Because we do know what he admitted to the cops. You just said that we don't know what he admitted to the cops. Yes, we do, from the affidavit.
You're saying making him look bad. He made himself look bad. What do you mean? We making him look bad?
The whole narrative that you're painting is trying to make him look irredeemable.
Okay, but didn't he paint this narrative himself by admitting to these things?
Wait. You just said that the narrative that Gideon is painting is trying to make him look irredeemable. Yet the narrative that Gideon has painted is just sharing the fact that yes, in the video on my fucking laptop, he admitted it to Gideon and stating the fact that in the affidavit signed by the cop, he admitted specifically to spending money on this video of this 6 to 8 year old girl. So in other words, okay, you are affirming that the facts make him look irredeemable.
Everything.
That is your position.
Black and white and everything.
You just admitted that the facts make Hullo look irredeemable. You just admitted it. You just admitted that the facts make Hullo look irredeemable because everything that Gideon just said, okay, is provably true.
Dude, you are genuinely, you're very good. You're just like ABC or CBS. You can push a narrative that you want to push with emotion and passion and zeal. But you have to realize you need to just chill out and you need to realize what is the goal of your content at the end of the day. All I'm trying to push is the message that he is not irredeemable.
Okay, do you think he should take it to trial?
Huh?
Do you think he should take this case to trial?
Honestly, this is like the grown up like messing with two toddlers at this point.
No, I'm asking you. This is a grown up question. Do you think he should take it to trial? Yes or no?
Like I will stand on this. I could die on this hill if you want. I'm dying on the hill of trying.
Dude, this guy is the biggest loser. Imagine looking up to a 19-year-old as a grown-ass man and you're like, dude, I really hope I get his jawline one day. The guy ends up being a predator and you're just like, he can't be a predator. That's impossible. Oh, but here's the facts. Yeah, but give me the facts. Yeah, I just did that. No, not those facts, though. The dude on camera admitted to everything. The texts were all shown. It's on his PayPal linked. And this guy is still like, yeah, but we don't know all the facts. What? What does the word facts mean to these people? But that's okay, because at the end of the day, everybody, we can't judge. We can't judge. You know why? Because we're not God. Baked, you brought God into this. Why? Well, it's kind of funny you said that. The guy that's defending his handle is afraid of no one but God. That's his TikTok name. Isn't it crazy how most of the worst human beings fall back on religion to do horrible things? Oh, he shot up a school and he had CP on his phone. It really doesn't matter, because I heard he was Christian. He just said, hey, God, I'm sorry. And God said, all right, let him in. Like, what are you talking about, bruh?
People are telling me to die because I chose to show compassion to someone the internet decided deserves none. So let me make something clear. I'm not saying wrongdoing is okay. I'm not saying someone shouldn't face consequences for their actions. And I'm not asking you to support anyone's bad behavior. But I also believe this. The easiest thing in the world is to love someone when they're doing really well. The hardest thing is showing compassion when they've completely fallen apart. Everyone says they believe in forgiveness until they're faced with someone who they think is unforgivable. That's where faith actually gets tested. I've gotten hundreds of death threats in the past 24 hours. I've been called evil so many times I can't even count. It's just for trying to help someone find God again. And that's just the start. But if someone is broken, lost, ashamed, and genuinely wants to change, I don't see how abandoning them completely brings more good into the world. And no one changes by being told they're beyond saving. You don't have to agree with me and you don't even have to like me, but my faith teaches me that accountability and compassion can exist at the same time. At the end of the day, I'd rather receive all the hate in the world, criticism, death threats, whatever you want to throw my way for leading someone closer to God, than be the type of person throwing stones from a glass house who believes that certain human beings are completely beyond redemption.
Of course, yes. If you don't believe in God, you go straight to hell and burn for eternity. If you do believe in God, you get to do whatever you want in the world. Say, well, I believe in God, he forgave me. And then it's all okay. That's such a cool world to live in. That's such a forgiving world to live in. Anyway, I'm over talking about these fucking losers. If you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like and comment. It helps the algorithm so much. Subscribe if you liked what you saw today. And as always, stay amazing, stay dope, but most importantly, stay fresh. Bye.